Hello friends, welcome to my new lecture on e-certificate generation with multiple fields. Already I have made one video with single field, but many of you demanded have a multiple field, so I have made a new video and very step by step. So I hope you will like it, and let's start with the new video. So very first thing is you select the template of the certificate, and it might be a Google slide or you can even create it. So I have taken in this the standard designed by me, and the fields which are written in red color are the text of the Google slide, and the background one is the image which I have designed in Photoshop. So it's an image which is set up on the background of the screen, and all the text is written from the field of the Google slide. So red colors are the fields. So all the fields, like I have taken student name, number of days, course start date, end date, name of the course, means I have designed a general certificate. So now the very first step is to select the student's response sheet, for which I have to generate the certificate. Now from that response sheet, generate the Excel sheet. Now this Excel sheet is ready, or you can say it's a spreadsheet, which is the response of the quiz, or it may be attendance. Now you can see the field name, all which were there in the response. Here are the heading of the spreadsheet. So all the fields in the response sheet here becomes the title of the field, title of the columns. Now we are interested in marks. So first filter out the marks, because I need all the marks which should be greater than 40. So uncheck all the fields, those who are having marks less than 40. So it will show whatever the marks they have got, and just uncheck all the marks. So in this case it is till 29, and nobody got the marks between 29 to 40. So the last check will be 29, and all above 40 are checked. Means only I have to generate the certificate for them. So click OK now, and we'll continue the further thing. Okay. So you can see now all the fields with marks more than 40 are available, and less than 40 are being removed. Now the next step. So select the name and the next field, that is email address. First select all the fields, and after selecting, create a new Excel sheet or the spreadsheet out of it. So how to do that? Go to first copy the data. So I've marked the field, selected the field and copied the data. Now I'm adding the sheet. Now once moment I add the sheet, now it will become sheet 2, because already sheet 1 is my response sheet. Now go to edit and paste the data. So the two fields which were copied from the response sheet are now being pasted in the new sheet. Now once this new sheet is, you just verify whether this data is proper or not, heading is proper or not. So these are the two fields which were needed. Now we'll see what to do about the remaining fields. But very first thing, we will correct the full name. So I am making a new field called as student name, because while participants are entering the data, they may enter in small, they may enter in caps. So I will have a standard format that I will make the sentence case. So I'm selecting the filter here. So in that it is equal to proper, and A2 is my student's name. So it will make all the students' name proper, or the participants' name proper. So let's see what it does basically. So I have written equal to proper, and now I'll drag and copy the complete field. Now see here, first the changes has done, that first name has been corrected, and now you can see all the other names are properly corrected in sentence case. That is first alphabet capital and rest of the alphabets small. So you can see the different name. The one which was in full caps has been converted into sentence case. Somewhere all were small is converted into sentence case. So all the names, students' name are now properly formatted. So this is how I do correction in all my fields. Now in my field there is number of days, but number of days are not entered by the participant. So I have to manually create that field number of days. Now you can create any field as per your need. Now my course was of 7 days, so I am putting 7 in that field. So I am filling the data as 7, and now I'll copy all this data, complete data, that is number of days. I'll make all the field as 7. So first copy, drag it, and select and drag it. So once you select and drag it, the all data in the field will become 7. See, now it has become 7. Now the next field I'll take course name, because one of the field in my certificate is a course name. So my course name was Core Arduino. So I'll again, same like your number of days field, I'll first type one name, then select it and drag it. So selection and dragging will copy the same data in all the fields. Now the start date and the end date, again these two, because my 7 days course I am also giving in the certificate start and end date. Now this field can be any of your fields as per your requirement of the certificate. So again, like number of days and the course, I am writing the start date, I am writing the end date in both the fields. So I have written start date, that is 20 May, end date is 27th May. I have selected both the fields. Now I'll drag it, and the same data will be copied in all the cells of the spreadsheet. So now at this point my required data is ready, that is name of student, then number of days, then course name, then start date and the event date. These were the fields which I was needing on my certificate. So all the fields are ready. Now blank template is also ready. So you can verify the fields with the template and see all the fields, all the data is there in the spreadsheet or not. Now one part is clear, is over. Now what you do, create a folder where we have to store the data. So I am creating a folder here. You have to go to new folder and create a folder. So here I am giving the name as Arduino 7 days or 7 certificate. So give the name which is matching to the course. So when you want to search, it will become very easy for you. So my folder is created. Now just verify whether that folder is properly created. Yeah, folder is created, that is Arduino 7 certificates. So now we'll move further. So my next step was creating a folder. Now after creating a folder, first copy that template into the folder. So for copying and keeping the original as it is, make a copy of that template so that always my original design is safe. So copy is created. It is creating the copy of the certificate, and when the copy of certificate is created, it will show copy of the name of the certificate what I have given. And now copy this certificate into the folder. So move to that particular folder. So I am moving that to Arduino 7 certificate. So select the folder, that is Arduino 7 certificate. Yeah, Arduino 7 certificate, and then say move. So it will move to that particular folder. Chalo, let's now once it is moved in the folder, its name will be copy of student certificate. So just rename that and make it student certificate, or whatever name you want to give you can, and then press OK. And now come back to the response sheet and first see whether the Autocrat is installed or not. For that you go to add-ons, Autocrat, launch. But suppose if it is not there, then you have to get add-ons, means click on get add-ons and install it first. So once you click on get add-ons, it will come to the it will come to the marketplace actually where all add-ons are available. And see, in my case it is showing installed because it is already being installed. So if you want to see the installation process, see my video of e-certificate which is already there. So in that I have shown you the process of installing the Autocrat. So after installing the Autocrat, come to Autocrat and launch the Autocrat. So it will take some time to launch and it will come to its starting dialog box, or you can say a window. So it is loading Autocrat now. Now it says there is no merge setup yet because this is my new job. So say new job. And now give the name to this new merge job. Now it is telling merge because I am merging all the different fields. This concept is similar to what is there in Word, which is called as mail merge. So I have given the job name as Arduino Cert. You can give the name as per your choice. Click the next. Now choose the template. Now you can even create the template here. As well as you can choose the template, but in my case I've already stored one template in a drive, so I'll select the template from the drive. So I'm just getting connected to drive. Fine, it will show all the different certificates or the slides which are there. So I'll select student certificate from the slide. So click on that and then select it, so that that particular file will be selected. So it says fetching the tags from the template. Tags means the student name, number of days, start, end date, course name and all those things. So you can see here the student certificate is selected. Previously it was no template and now it is student certificate. So you can see the tags, student name, number of days, name of the course, start and end date. Fine. So next step is I've selected my first I've selected my student certificate template, and now here you can see what are the different templates yet we have used. And if it is the first time, it won't show that field with some data, but it will be blank field. Now we will map the source. Map the source in the sense I have to map the fields which were there in the certificate with the fields which from where I have to fetch the data, that is a spreadsheet. So and now you have to select the sheet number 2. Don't select sheet number first, that is response, because we have created sheet number 2. Now in sheet number 2, row 1. So header row is 1 where all the field names are there, and data starts from row number 2. So it is showing first data row as 2. So let's map the sources. So and also select the format as standard, not hyperlink, image or checkbox. So select as an standard. Now student name, it is mapped with student name. Fine. So you can see the field names in the response sheet. So student name is mapped with student name, and second number of and n is number of days, so it should be mapped with number of days. So from maps to column I'll select number of days. Fine. So two fields are mapped, and now I'll select name of course, and that field was course in my response sheet. And then start date, so that was the start date, and end date is the end date field. So I'll select from map to column start date for the start field, and for the end field of the certificate I'll select end date. So at this point what I did, I have mapped up all the fields from the certificate with the response sheet from which I have to do the mail merging, or rather it says it's a merging of the job, not the mail merging. So it is merging of the job. So what I did, I have selected sheet number 2 in which all the fields were there. All those fields in the sheet number 2 are mapped with all the fields of the certificate. Now next, coming to file setting. Now I have to, when the certificate generated, it should have one file. So first select the format of the file, that is PDF, not the Google one. So output is the classic mode. And now the file name. So this file name should be in tags, and that will be taken from the response sheet, because the certificate name, file name should be the name of the person whose certificate is. So I'll write the student name in this tag. So not this full name, but I'll select student name. So every file will be created with the name of that particular student, so that it is easy for the student to search in the folder when I share this folder to students. Even I can mail the certificate individually, but I'm generally sharing this. So I'm writing student name in the tag, that is angular brackets. So now file name will be the name of students. I hope till this much it is very clear. So now, okay, the multiple output mode, and then next select the destination folder. So you can choose the folder where actually you want to store the data, and my folder was Arduino 7 certificate. So I am selecting that particular folder and say select. So now my folder is selected and say next. Now dynamic folder reference. So here I can take the data from the different folders. So it said select the column that will contain a valid folder. I have to make another sheet in which I have to write the folder name as the column name, and then I have to reference it. So I can take my old data, but here I am not taking because it is optional for me. Now coming to set merge condition. Now it allows that every row should be unique, and I can say some conditions. Like in case of marks, I can say, okay, above 70 this must be the parameters, or between 60 to 70 this may be the parameters. So I can make it different conditions, but in my case it is not needed because already I have set, and I'm issuing only a common certificate, that is the appreciation certificate. So I'm not setting any of the conditions. So for this case this condition is optional. Now coming to share docs and send email. Now remember one thing, there are total 8 to 9 settings in generating this certificate. So properly we have to see this. So it says allow to reshare. Okay, it can be reshared. Collaboration, no. And here there is a template for mailing, that even if I'm mailing this data, then I can write to whom, what should be the text in the email, every possible thing I can set. So I say share, yes. So by default it was yes. Now I say no. Then coming to add or remove job triggers. So this can be used to automatically merge the job when there is some trigger, and if I want on some triggering, that is, let's say trigger maybe when the response is saved, it should generate the certificate. So you can say for that purpose trigger as yes, or you can select after how much time the trigger should be there. So I'll set these parameters. So it says you must enable the trigger for this project before you can add one of this job, confirm. So I can run the trigger after 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, depends. Or you can run when there is any event on the form. Now that event may be submission of response, that is one of the triggers. Or I can go on adding the responses, and after every 1 hour I'll generate the certificate. That can be one of my conditions. But in my case I'm telling no, because I'm generating everything manually. So no triggering, because I'll generate the certificate in the folder and share the folder. And another thing is I have limitation on sending the mails. So bulk amount I cannot send, that's why I'm generating manually and sharing. So set merge condition, that is an optional. So verify each and every settings properly, all the 8 or 9 settings. And finally, total 9 settings, you verify everything and then save the job. Now job, it will take, every process will take some time because it is online. So it will show any existing job, yeah, Arduino certificate. This first is to create the certificate, but prior to that, please verify the things. Fine. So choose the, every possible things are verified. And now I'm saving. Again, it will take some time. Now this is review it. So what the job details are, what is the name of the job, what is a template, what is a file name, and then what is a type, where the output should be, how many fields are there, all possible settings you verify, and then say generate certificate. So running a job for generating the certificate. Now it will take some time. You can see on the other hand, there is some entries in the field. See here, you can see there are some new entries. So it is telling at what time the certificates are generated. Fine. So it is starting, says the document merge status. Now it will set some time, and as the number of certificate becomes more and more, it will take more and more time. Now let's say what is the situation in my folder. So see, in folder very first certificate is generated. So if I click on that, it will show me now, instead of the general fields, it is showing the data field on that field. So it is name of the candidate and then number of days, course, start date, end date, every possible thing. So now see, this is the next certificate with the different name, but that other fields are same as it is. So why the other fields are same? Because I have kept the same data in all the columns. So as the certificates are generated, the count will go on increasing in the folder. So it will take time. So if there are more certificates, the time of generation will go on increasing. So we have to keep patience. Got it? And see, document successfully created, merged, manually run by whom, it's the name, every possible things are given here. So it's giving all the possible details. And certificates are generated. So now let's see again the folder, what has happened. Fine, see, the number of certificate has increased in the folder. But remember one thing, try to delete or move the original template, or it can be misused, because you have shown the process how to create the certificate, and if you are keeping the template there only, what will happen? Somebody else will generate the same certificate, because there is a signature and every possible detail on that certificate. So don't forget to move that or remove that template of the certificate before sharing the link of the folder or before sending this. So it will take some time and the process will continue. So I hope all the 9 steps of Autocrat are clear to you, and now you are in a position to generate the certificate of general pattern with different fields of your choice. So you can see the generations, and thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed this. Take care, stay safe, and wait for my next videos.